Yeah, because here's what happened. So something hit their head. I remember this was again whatever those shows are, and so they were knocked out and passed out, and then after being passed out and knocked out, then they got sucked up, and then they woke up something like miles away. Like after being like sucked in and like funneled through, and then finally being dropped, on whatever speeds impact they were doing, they were able to just. They did the Godzilla method of surviving.
Did they get up and say we're not in Kansas anymore?
Yeah. No, but yeah. So that they took the Godzilla approach because in the main character, the main character in Godzilla, the movie, like the new, like let them fight, like he survived everything by passing out. Eric, what's your topic?
Okay, since it's springtime,
Okay.
we live in a tornado alley, as
Okay.
we like to call it, nickname it. Dubbed, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if there was a tornado, like, coming straight at us? Tornado!
I like how our producer is.
Okay, tornado.
What?
You should
Okay.
edit what I first said just to put it in there.
What did you say
tornado.
first? What did you say first?
she
What is our producer? Why is our producer laughing? I don't
know.
understand.
Because I said tornado.
Tornado. A tornado is like just.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost southern accent.
But
Okay, what has school taught us? What has
Okay.
the public education
So,
system taught us?
I remember this. I remember. Well, first off, I do know you are supposed to stay away from glass. Don't put yourself in a room that
Okay.
does no glass.
Okay, right.
Okay.
All right.
I remember we used to do the tornado drills in elementary school where we would basically get in like kind of like a fetal position and we just do we do like that. Remember those? Do you remember doing those?
Yeah, that was
remember.
fetal position in the hallway.
Yeah, and everyone's like lined up and you line up against a locker and you're like just like that.
It is
and
probably the
all
stupidest
curled
thing
up.
they would ever make
All
us do.
curled up. Yeah.
Oh, the stupidest thing they ever made us do, or
Well, the stupidest
that
thing
was
they've ever
during
made.
the atomic.
The atomic nuclear
well,
age where
well,
you get under the
just
desk.
shut
underneath
down
the
your
desk, you're gonna be
thing.
safe.
I like how then they had like the little animated cartoon
Yeah,
and then
everything would
everything
blow up, but-
around the desk.
Yeah, but you'd be safe.
Wow,
Underneath
exactly.
that
I feel
desk.
Underneath
like
that
it's
desk.
that's the equivalent to them putting us in the middle of the hallway like that.
Well, I think it's based on survival chances.
I'd say like if you're in the hallway and you're in the fetal position, you have the least amount of surface area for any debris going down that hallway to hit you.
And you only have
And there's no
lockers
windows.
there. I mean,
And there's no windows.
yeah.
Okay.
And the lockers all have locks on them, so I mean you're not gonna. I mean you'd have to have like a lot of wind force to force those lockers open. I'd say that's.
Haven't you seen the last movie? What was it called? Not Twister. Tornado Alley.
Oh yeah, that was that one where there's like the extreme weather movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they're in the hallway and stuff, but they're all standing up, so they all get sucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't you remember that? What's the name of that movie?
I don't know. It was a tornado movie.
No, I don't remember watching that, but
It was in the trailer. It was in the trailer. Like
What trailer?
I feel like that's dumb.
Okay, well I mean,
Tornado movies or tornadoes?
or tornado drills.
Because
Tornado
tornadoes
drills.
are not dumb. Okay.
Tornado drills are dumb. Okay, that's cool that I'm in the middle of the hallway with my, fetal
Okay,
position.
so let's say at your workplace, do you have any
I would just take them into the walk-in.
in the walk-in refrigerator?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that'd
That
be
actually
pretty
makes
safe.
sense.
Yeah.
That kind of makes
You
sense.
know, I mean, Indiana Jones survived an atomic blast in the refrigerator.
The lead-lined
Lead-lined refrigerator.
because it was completely like airtight, right?
Yeah, got launched miles away, landed, and just popped out. It's like
Yep. It's all
safe.
good. It's all good. Okay, what was I gonna
Harrison
look up?
Ford.
What was I gonna
You're
look
gonna look up the tornado movie.
Oh, yeah.
The name of it.
Okay.
I just think those are dumb. Sorry.
I'm just gonna type in
I
tornado.
mean,
Do you remember what were you doing when the last tornado? Whenever there was that tornado in downtown.
I
it was
at-
I was in elementary school. It's
So
called
was I.
Into the
Whoa,
Storm.
Whoa, no, that was 2011.
You don't remember seeing this trailer for Into the Storm?
Yeah, Into the Storm. Yeah, there was a pretty big tornado watch. 2011. Like 18 tornadoes
I don't remember that.
touched down.
yeah, but no.
near Lancaster, and I was at work, and they made us go into the restroom, and we waited there for a good 30 or 40 minutes before we got let out.
It's ridiculous.
I'm trying to find
I
an
remember
image.
I still remember whenever that one hit like all the buildings in downtown Fort Worth.
Well, that was back in 2000.
I was playing outside
That was
and the sky cleared. Like it was all like cloudy and then all of a sudden it was just like sun, not like sun like heat, but just like you could see and then like it was calm.
what? Okay, we're talking about tornadoes here, Patty, not hurricanes.
No, it
I
was
mean-
that's what it was. Does anybody else remember that day?
Nope.
I did not remember that day.
I was outside playing or running or something. I don't know what the hell I was doing out there.
Coke, apparently.
Apparently Coke. But no, it was kind of cloudy and then it kind of just the sun kind of came out like and then blah 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 later on the tornadoes fucked up those buildings or whatever. But
Well, I can't find the image I was looking for, but there was a part where they were all in the hallway and stuff, but I can't find an image to like.
Yeah, they're at a high school.
They're at high school, yeah.
And then the ceiling tiles just like start moving away. Then all of a sudden you see these people being sucked up into the roof.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And then there was a bigger tornado come in. They're like, "Oh no, we should stay here. It's safe." And they're like, "No."
One thing I don't understand about
no, no,
one thing,
no.
one thing I don't understand about the movie Twister is why were they chasing it? Like why?
Why not? Because you get a fucking
For
adrenaline
research.
rush.
But why research that?
To better predict tornadoes.
Well, that
No,
doesn't
that's
make
right.
any sense. But don't you ever just like want to like I don't know?
What do you mean
like,
that doesn't
look
make
for
any
trouble?
sense? That makes sense.
Like okay, it's because they
Because how is
this
one?
is what
You're telling me that their one tornado is gonna be like you can predict all the tornadoes after that? No, it's just kind of like whatever the hell God's feeling like that day. He's all like, "I'm gonna fuck your shit up, so I'm gonna give you like a big ass tornado, one that you've never seen like before." And you're like, "Oh, so the last 10 tornadoes that you've sent me to better prepare myself for like big bad like tornado means nothing." Right?
no.
Okay.
No,
All
but
right.
like I remember in Twister, like they basically like just launched these like it looked like tin cans, and they basically were sensors, and they basically were able to like project the actual motions, which literally makes no sense because yeah, it's gonna do this, you know, it's gonna do that.
You're
Yeah,
like,
but the-
hello.
Hello, praise.
Why? I
Like-
mean, you could do like little artificial tornadoes,
I
you
mean,
know,
if we
doing
didn't research
doing
tornadoes-
with the water and stuff like that,
Torn-
the little whirlpool and
Yeah.
stuff, you know,
Yeah.
Why you need to like why not just graph it on that? You know, why do you need to graph it on actual? You know, all you're doing is basically seeing on a computer chart this
circling.
little like your little bots. You know, just basically that's what you're seeing.
Why do they chase it?
I don't understand
For
why.
research.
In
Yeah.
what sense? In what sense do they research it? Fine, tell me.
And what tornadoes are. How can we better predict tornadoes? Is there a way to predict tornadoes?
No, there isn't. It's coming from the fucking
I'm pretty
sky.
sure- I'm
it's
pretty
just
sure-
it's just pressure. It's
I'm pretty
hot-
sure
it's
like
hot
50
and
years
cold.
ago, oh, we can't predict rainstorms or thunderstorms.
They do a shitty job at it
Oh,
now.
You know what? We can't predict when lightning strikes, but you know what? We can predict.
God. Which,
Eric-
by the way, they do a shitty job predicting like the weather as it is. So
You got to give meteorologists a chance here. Okay?
when they give me 98% chance of rain and not one drop falls that day, I'm sorry.
They gave you a 2% chance out of now. What probability, Patty? Probability.
Eric,
If they gave you a
Whatever.
100% chance of rain and then it didn't rain, yeah, I'd be pissed.
Well, I was pissed.
what's your tornado drill? What do you do?
Well, first I would find the central area of the house, get in it, because usually that is the one room that does not have any glass, no windows, and it's pretty much the safest place.
That's what
in
I
the
said.
house.
Like my
That is
stairway
what-
closet.
yeah.
My stairway closet.
Yeah, or that closet right there, because I mean,
The
whatever
pantry
you're,
where all
whatever
the
you're
food's
sealed
at.
in there, you have food.
I mean, the garage is actually pretty good. It has no windows at all.
Yeah,
But it's like
the,
I don't
the
know.
problem is the roof. That thing can just be like torn away and you're gone.
But wouldn't the same thing apply to this?
Yeah, but you're
There's
on
two
the,
of them.
But
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
two.
you have two barriers, two layers of protection.
And then I kind of wish that we actually had like a cellar where we could just go in,
Well,
like those
yeah,
things where you have to open and you
that
go
is
in
the
the
bad
Twister.
thing. That
And
is-
Twister, whenever they did that.
That is the bad thing about living in Texas is that basements cost a lot of money to make.
Really? Is that why there's no basements in
Yeah,
Texas?
that's because of the ground that we're on. You know, we have that thick layer of clay that we have to break through.
Oh.
So it costs a lot more money to make a basement.
I would.
So you gotta do
that
like-
would be badass if this house had like a whole basement. Just
Dude,
I
you
think
should
that's-
do it for World War Z.
having like it's basically like having 3 stories. You have your bottom story. underneath.
Patty, I don't know how
First
to
or
break this to
second.
you, but the last place you want to be
In a house? Is this house in World War Z?
is in a basement
Okay.
during World War Z.
Okay, what I'm saying is a place where you can like go back and retreat where there's food, not as in like where you live.
Well, yeah, but if you're in a
Okay,
basement,
you know, the worst thing that I can think of, like whenever they like y'all speak about like World War Z, I think where I would have my mental breakdown is not like killing people and not like dead people chasing me, but the fact that I can't get a good night's sleep. I think I would like lose my shit. So in my mind, like I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna find a place so I can like sleep. I don't need to sleep 8 hours, but I need to sleep in like
couple
with-
minutes.
In peace.
in peace, with not having to worry about dying or somebody eating me.
Well, that's why you have somebody like you're like
Well,
a buddy.
If World War
Someone
Z
who
taught
keeps
us
wa-
anything, they don't target sick people.
You're an asshole. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, zing. That hurts.
So you can
I'm
sleep as
dying,
long as you
people.
want.
I'm dying. Shut up. Well, anyways,
Sure, her
that's-
days on this podcast are numbered.
They're numbered, guys.
We should have like a time clock up there.
Patty, what's your drill? Is that,
Or
is that-
what
What's
is
your
that?
tor- what's your tornado
I
drill?
guess it would have to be like just go into the bathroom. It's isolated. There's no windows. Not in my bathroom, anyways.
Oh, that's because you live in an apartment. The first thing I would do is
Is get to
leave the apartment.
Well, I would get.
Do you
down
live
to
on the first floor? Or
on the third floor?
Third floor. Oh, because that's gonna peel right
So
off.
I
and
guess I would go down to like the main floor of the apartment complex. They have like a little, like right when you go in. I mean, the stairwell. I could hide underneath there. I don't know. I guess that would be it in my current
You know what I
situation.
don't understand is first when they started talking about tornadoes, you know, the underpass, they're like, oh, you know, just go underneath the underpass. But now they're saying like, no, don't go underneath the underpass. 'Cause that's where the winds will be the strongest.
Yeah, that would make.
And then also, you know, one thing I noticed is like this is what you're apparently you have a very good chance of surviving a tornado if you're sucked up if you just go limp. You know, like if you just
What is this?
don't like
you date just let
like
go of your
let go of
body.
everything. Let go of everything
Don't
and
tense
just
yourself up.
like don't like stiffen anything up. Just basically be like a rag doll because you will there
I
are
feel like
survival
those are ways to like
I
No.
survive. Like if you're drowning,
Like,
like if you're
in a
panicking.
car crash.
No,
Yeah.
because like if your body is just like not rigid, not like if it's loose, what's gonna end up happening is once you get spit out of a tornado, you're just gonna like roll.
What the thing
But
is,
if you're trying to like
Oh, you're fighting
you're gonna
the wind.
if you're
Don't
fighting
fight
that
it, ladies.
if you're
Just
fight-
go with it.
if you're fighting it, you're gonna like you're more likely to break something because there have been like on Discovery Channel or whatever you see those extreme survival stories where people survive a tornado, you know, on TV and shit. And this is their story is this is how they survived. They passed out, and because they passed out, they're limp.
Nice.
They're limp,
Very
and
nice.
whenever they got spit out, and they're falling and they're like being tumbled and stuff, they're limp. Therefore, they just got up, and then so if you're rigid and stuff like that, you're just gonna have that impact will hurt you more. Basically.
I guess
It's
that
like
makes
you know,
sense.
it's like when you're falling, like you know when you do parkour or like because you know you just do parkour.
everybody does parkour in
Parkour,
Texas.
when
You got to get over those cows, man. Watch out.
when you do parkour, this is how parkour people do it. Whenever they're like there's like 2 stories drop and then drop off, their knees are not buckled or rigid. They're loose. And so whenever they're running, and then they jump and onto the ground, they don't land like rigid. They're kind of loose and then they roll.
They're going against
So
their
they disperse.
instincts right
They
there.
disperse all that kinetic energy because their
because
knees,
of the roll.
the knees they don't buckle. They just let it all like boom, just disperse. the
It's
energy.
because of the roll, not because of their knees.
No, but like their knees are not like gonna take all that.
Well,
they're gonna
they're
gonna-
disperse it in the roll.
yeah. And so what you're doing is when you're limp, you're just gonna-
Discovery Channel, they showed me.
yeah.
Oh,
But you know what I'm
not
talking about. You know what I'm trying to
not
say,
I
though.
know what you're talking
what's
about
his
is that
name?
I
That
saw it
Lautner
also in a
dude?
movie. In a movie.
Like
too.
their joints
Taylor
are.
Lautner he's gonna teach us how to parkour or whatever. In that shitty movie, have you not seen that? movie?
Abduction.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
You're gonna
You
watch
think
it.
they learned their lesson with that other movie that failed horribly from that Twilight movie?
Robert Pattinson. You
Yes,
mean?
that one.
Remember Me?
Yeah, where he's
When you
dating
don't-
the boss's daughter or whatever.
And you don't remember them at all.
Yeah, I don't
Who remembers Remember Me?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's
exactly
exactly
what we're
There you
saying.
go.
Exactly what we're saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Unmemorable.
Unmemorable. That's right. All right.
Okay.
And then so yeah,
Can I
but
do it 2 parts?
what?
Well,
Well, are we done? Are
okay,
we?
no,
I
no,
don't think we're not done on
no,
this
okay.
topic.
The thing with tornadoes is the wind speed doesn't kill you. It's the debris within the tornado that will kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
So even if you go limp and there's a trailer coming at you, I mean, come on.
You're still gonna die.
I know
Yeah,
that.
you're
I
gonna
know.
die.
I know you're.
These
yeah.
these people just had
I know that.
a
But see the
small
thing.
amount, a small probable amount of living, and they did it.
Yeah, because here's what happened. So something hit their head. I remember this was again whatever those shows are, and so they were knocked out and passed out, and then after being passed out and knocked out, then they got sucked up, and then they woke up something like miles away. Like after being like sucked in and like funneled through, and then finally being dropped, on whatever speeds impact they were doing, they were able to just.
Did they, get up,
They did the Godzilla method of surviving.
did they get up and say, we're not in Kansas anymore?
Yeah. No, but yeah. So they took the Godzilla approach because in the main character, the main
approach.
character in Godzilla, the movie, like the new, like let them fight, like he survived everything by passing out. That's how he survived. Remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the husband, like the one that was coming home to the Olsen twin, Elizabeth Olsen, and he was
The Olsen twin.
The Olsen
What
twin.
movie are you watching?
not Olsen twin, Elizabeth Olsen, the Olsen twin's sister, like the one
Oh,
in
so not as cool. But what
Oh,
movie are you
Godzilla.
talking
In
about?
Godzilla.
You're talking about Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
What's his name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yes.
He survived 4 catastrophes
By
by
passing
passing out. You don't remember that? Like the
No.
fog. There was the fog one, and then there was when his father died, and then there was, or not died, but like almost died.
Well, the
Like,
reason he survived the one where his father died because his father warned him.
No, but like every single time he passes out, he wakes up. That's basically what happens.
Brian
he doesn't.
Cranston should have had more time on that movie. That's all
You
I'm
know,
saying.
and you know what? I will mark the Fast and the Furious. I'm going back to our old topic. I will mark the Fast and the Furious a mark down for not having enough rock in the movie.
I might
Oh, there. He is sexy.
There you go. But yeah, and so
I think that's it.
That's the
it for
topic.
that's it for the topic. Tornadoes.
15 minutes. That's not too shabby. All right.
You're timing us?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, so I'll do.
No, that's fine. Let's go.
Okay,
Patty, you want?
I'm gonna kind of take your second topic, but
I
kind of
thought you
twist
had
it.
another topic.
I know I did, but can I do 2?
Fine.
It's gonna be like
We
very.
don't care.
If you want to split them off.
Okay,
Patty.
so the first one.
All right, here we go. Let me start it. This is the intro.
Oh, okay.